Hello guys, so today is the first video shot with the new camera. I'm over the moon. I have wanted this baby, this is my new baby, for so long now. It is the Sony Alpha a6000 and it is a dream come true. As you can tell, the picture quality is fantastic. You don't miss like the tiniest little bit detail. So today is just going to be, I can't even get my words out like properly, I'm just so excited. Today is just going to be a test of the new camera. So as you can see, we've started to receive wedding acceptances. My favourite message of all time so far probably has to be from my brother in the card that came from my family. My brother's message would be this one. Yes, I will attend the thing. Much love, male sibling. If you guys ever had any doubts about how strange my brother is, well, there you go. It actually occurred to me today that I should probably start looking for my wedding dress in December, because although that seems kind of early to me, because we're not getting married until next June, spoiler alert, yeah, because we're not getting married until next June, I kind of thought, well, that sounds a little bit early, but Jack's away. Jack, my man of honour, is on a world trip at the moment, and so he's back and forth, and his availability, I obviously want him to be here when I'm trying on my dresses, or my dress rather, so it's like, I've got to kind of work with Jack a little bit, and when he's away then I'll just have to keep looking at dresses, but oh my gosh, December is way sooner, basically, than I thought it was going to be. I have to say, I love how I make that sound like that's a bad thing. Like, oh, darn, I've got to try on my wedding dress. My only problem is I've got to fit into said wedding dress, and Christmas is around the time that everybody gets fed. Including yours truly. Are you seeing this? This cheeky spider felt it was appropriate to do a little web between our gate. So I nearly walked into you. You git. There are a few outside shots. You'll have to excuse the state of the garden. Obviously you can see the grass is way overgrown. But the problem we have is that because our garden isn't directly attached to our house, it's sort of like, to cut the grass, we don't have electricity in either of these sheds, so to cut the grass we have to kind of lead it round all the way down to the garden, which is a pain in the ass. And I just realised I think this is the first time you're seeing the garden. I don't think I've shown you the garden since we moved in January? Oh, my bad, sorry. But as you can see, it's kind of a mess, like, this was all overgrown in the pathway round to our house, and our garden rather, so I kind of had to do that at some stage, and I'll be honest, it's one of those tasks that you know you really need to do and you just never get around to it, especially now that it started getting colder and wetter in England. Like today, it's officially the first day of autumn. Well, while I'm down here, I might as well give you a mini garden tour. This is one of our sheds, or like a workshop kind of thing. You open that up. I should have put the keys down. And it's a big kind of cabin almost area, and over there is just like an ordinary shed and a load of crap that came out of that, so sorry. Yeah, ordinary kind of storage shed, and we've got a couple of the neighbours' garden. I am trying to like be wary of where I'm stepping at the moment, because there are a few foxes in the area that happen to come into our garden and love to use it as their little bathroom, so yeah. This garden truly is one of our huge projects that we need to do in our house. Sorry, again, looking out for cat crap. It's just so much rubbish ends up in our garden, which is one of the things we want to change, is we want to put up proper fencing. For many reasons, apart from the fact it looks nicer. But, I mean, it's just one of those things that is such a big task. Like, my dad will help us out with it, and I should have done more in the summer. But it took us so long to get the grass cut. Believe it or not, it was a lot worse than it is now. But it took so long for us to get the grass cut in the first place, and then we had so much pepper left over to get rid of, and it's just a monumental task. And especially because obviously we bought this place from somebody else, so they had all their stuff here, and so we've had to try and get rid of some of their stuff, and it's no small task. And I'm cold, so I'm gonna go back indoors now. This, by the way, is the box you get with the a6000. Again, details there of all of the extras you can buy, which I'm definitely interested in doing for some of those. Obviously, you got all your booklets and your cables. Sorry, it's kind of a mess because I've been using it. There's still so much that I need to learn, which I intend to. I want to start getting into this camera thing a lot more. I want to give you guys a better quality of, well, better viewing experience, and I just love it anyway. So yeah, there's some kind of universal cables and everything in there. I have to say, I've been thinking about it, and if there were two things I would change about the Alpha a6000, it would be the flip screen. So a screen that you can kind of flip up and you can see yourself, which is kind of a big thing for vloggers, but the picture quality on this was just so good, and I know I trusted the camera because I watched it on a channel, Live Each Day, and I loved it from there, and so I knew I trusted it. So for me, I was willing to sacrifice the flip screen, but a flip screen would have been nice. And I've also noticed that the battery seems to go down quite quickly. So I will be purchasing spare batteries in the future. I will be purchasing spare batteries in the future, which is kind of a big thing, I think, for vloggers anyway. But I am so looking forward to using this and going to Hyper Japan in November. Oh, it's going to be so beautiful. Oh, sorry. This is my new baby. This is like, oh. But having said about the flip screen, I've just realised there is a sort of flip screen on this. It's more though so that you can do kind of low down shots, I think. So like you can tilt the screen and you can see what you're looking at from the lens point of view, even if you've got the camera really low down. So there is a tilted screen. It's just not one that you can flip up and see yourself on, which would have been nice. But again, I was willing to sacrifice it because this is just a beautiful, beautiful camera. From what I'm aware as well, I think obviously you can change the lenses. I did a lot of camera research before I bought this camera. And I think this was the one where you can correct me if I'm wrong, or in future videos when I look back and I learn more about this camera and I'm wrong, I'll be like, oh, cringe. But I think this is the one where you can add different lenses even if they're not Sony, which is interesting to me. But again, I'm not sure. So if anybody out there has a Sony Alpha a6000 and they're very well versed with using it, please give me some tips or anything that you would recommend buying, etc, 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 because I want to know it all. It's a few hours later. I'll be honest, I haven't really done much. I've kind of just sat my butt right here and played Skyrim for a very long time. Now Glenn's home and he's playing Shadow of Mordor. No, this isn't Shadow of Mordor, is it? It's the next one.
It's Shadow of War.
Shadow of War. The new Shadowy Modo, as Reese would say. Shadow of Mordor. So yeah, nothing much to report for the past few hours to be honest. It's been very, very boring. Which you guys don't need to see what you found. think I'm just gonna chill for the rest of the night, which is pretty much what I've done for a lot of the day. Yeah. Just gonna chill out now, maybe do some wedding bits, maybe watch some Naruto, do some Japanese, get in pyjamas, because it's chilly. I find it really chilly today. And I want a cozy bed. So, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Again, I'm in love with this camera. It's amazing. I can't wait to use it more in the future and get all the funky gadgets for it and stuff. I'm so excited. This is the first thing on my list. One of the things I've been meaning to replace for a long time is my camera. The next thing is my laptop, which is just a dinosaur. So that really is in dire need. And so, yeah, but one thing at a time. At least I have a spanking beautiful new camera to take to Japan and all other kinds of events. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.